Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another chess recap, my second chess recap. I will preface this one by saying when I played this game, I was mauled. I was tilting hard. I was on a 3, 4, 5 game losing streak. I was mad. I was angry. So, let's jump into it. And let's see what I play like when I'm just angry, when I'm over it, when I just want to win a game, but I'm too mad to actually do anything about it. Like, I'm playing senseless. So, keep in mind, I'm mad this game. I am angry. I'm mauled. I've had it. And I'm doing something that I don't do in a normal game that no one ever really does. Or what you should do when you're mad. So, I play as black in this game. My opponent goes e4. Standard opening. Now, if you know me now, you know that, I just go, I play c5, you know, e6, and we play the timing off Sicilian from there. However, in this game, I was just angry, mad, pissed off. I was done with it all. H5, move 1. This is the Goldsmith defense. H5 is one of the worst moves you can make. It's a wing pawn. It's not attacking the center. It's not defending anything. It doesn't allow for any real movement except for the rook. And the rook's not, that's more of an endgame piece. You're not going to castle kingside now because that is a kingside pawn. That's lack of defense on the king side. The opponent's like, okay, normal development pawn. H4, H5, H4. First two moves. I told you I'm mad. I'm done. I've had it. I'm on tilt. I'm through with any sense. 3, 4, 5 game loss. I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm fuming. My knuckles are white, clenched, angry. I want to punch something. Opponent stops my movement. Well, now my whole plan is done. I can't go h3 now. Knight a6. Knight a6. I'm mad. I'm tilting. I'm angry. I want nothing to do with it. I'm making no sense with these moves. Knight, again, away from the center, away from the action, developing a piece of the side of the board. Knights on the rim are pretty grim. It's awful. It's terrible. Opponent brings the bishop out. Could have taken the knight, ruined my pawn structure, but my opponent is just playing some sort of standard Italian setup. What is this? That is a Ben Feingold screaming moment. It is like, why would you play c6? C6 or f6, f6, f3. He says never play f3, never play f6. Terrible moves, terrible for the king's defense. Look, this diagonal is just wide open. It is. I mean, this knight can move, take, and there's just like checkmate in 2 after the queen comes here and then takes this pawn. It's game over. Nope. Just moves in the center. d4, take control. Why not? c6, I've had it. I want nothing to do with this game. Opponent plays e5. Fine. That's actually a bad move on my opponent's part. I kick the bishop out. Bishop just moves up. I'm not taking this pawn on e5. I should, absolutely. I'm not. I've had it. d6. Pawn takes. Knight takes. There's finally a knight move to the center. They pull their knight out. I push my pawn. Just cutting off this bishop. That's all it's doing is cutting the bishop off. They bring their bishop out because I guess they want to try to ruin my pawn structure by taking this knight. So I just move my knight. And I hit the bishop and I hit this knight. They take, I take back, and they take this pawn. Which I'm like, okay, well now I have to cut my losses. I'm not gonna sack. No matter how mad I am right now, I'm not sacking the rook for a knight. I'm not absolutely, insane here, right? Pull my bishop out, completely hang it in one move. But they missed it. I just want you to know that this is completely possible. There's nothing defending this. It's just a loss of a bishop. But I'm hanging it in one. So they just push their pawn. I pull it back. I'm just trying to, remove my opponent's pawns while my own pawn is hanging. So I'll take the pawn. They take the pawn. Like I'm here, uh, Queen C7. I've got no idea what that does. I just completely, just in one move, blunder this rook. Yep, and they take it. And what am I going to do? I'm going to take a pawn. I wanted the pawn, so I went there. They take back with their queen. Fine, whatever. I don't care. Queen here. Now, my reasoning for playing Queen A5 was to do exactly what I believe I'm about to do. It was to take this bishop. Okay, now I'm down both rooks. I'm down two rooks. But I have the bishop pair and a knight. I'm down, what, a piece in the exchange? Let's see, I have three minors. My opponent has two minors and two rooks. I don't have either rook. Yeah, I'm down the exchange in two pieces. Hit the queen. Get it out of here. This pawn's just hanging. The knight's hanging afterwards. Let me just attack that. I bring my queen back because I know that this pawn is under attack. So they bring the bishop back. I'll take whatever. They just completely hang a piece. Um, that's fine. Then I get the rook back. So here I am. I'm making my comeback claim. The check would have won the knight had I not pulled the knight back. The king moves. I take with check. The king is forced to move again. Now my bishop's fine, not under attack anymore. I give a little check here. King moves out. I give this check. I'm just giving checks because I can. I am checking just to check. That's all I'm doing. I give this check. King moves again. I give this check. The king is forced to move again. Now what? Now what am I going to do? I mean, it doesn't look like there are any more checks, right? Wrong. Right there. Protected by the queen. The queen protects the bishop. The king is forced to move yet again, or the pawn can move in front. That's probably better. It does. Check again. Now the king has moved to the side of the board. It's probably fine, right? Nothing can touch this king. It's fine. Any check can be avoided. So go ahead and take the pawn, hit the queen. The queen moves to the edge. The absolute worst place that queen could have gone. That queen could have gone so many places, and it chose to go to A5, where I delivered checkmate by the bishop that never even moved. This is my brain on tilt. I mean, H5, H4, knight to the rim, F6. I think on my mind how angry I was. I was just like, you know what? Forget all the rules, forget all the bad stuff they tell you. I'm going to play the worst moves I possibly can, and I'm going to win this game. And despite almost hanging mate, absolutely hanging a bishop, hanging a pawn, hanging both rooks, hanging I believe there's a knight that was available at one point. My opponent hung a freaking bishop and a rook back, almost hanging in my knight again. But my opponent just hung all these checks and never made the right move. And I checked with the bishop that looks with the queen right on A3. Checkmate. Suck it. That is the worst game. My worst win ever. It is ugly. It is disgusting. It is breaking every single rule of chess. And I forgot that bishop was even there until the next to last move. Where you can see I've got 3 minutes left. It took me 4 seconds to make this move. From 4:04 to this move, it took me 10 seconds to find that move. What move took me? From 4:41 to 4:16. That move took me almost 30 seconds to find. There's got to be one that took even longer. Oh, 5:22 to 4:51. That's a pretty long one to see. Oh my gosh, it's just awful. I played this in 1 second. Like, I had that queued up and ready to go. 617 and 560. Took 20 seconds to make this move. And all this move did was prevent this knight from coming here. Or this queen from going there. And I could have gone here and done that. You know, it's just insane. That is just a preventative move. I just didn't want the knight to get out with no consequence. 32 seconds to make this move. 32 seconds because I saw that this was in trouble, but I knew I couldn't make this check, and this bishop was boxed in by the pawns. So I cut my losses 32 seconds later and take the bishop. It was not a pretty game at all. Took me 10 seconds to make this move. Don't know why. Don't even know why it took me 10 seconds to make that move. Took me 3 seconds to make this move. Another 3 seconds for that one. Another 2 seconds to make knight a6 a move. 7 seconds to play f6. 8 seconds to play c6. 3 seconds to play b5. 20 seconds to play e6, d6. 2 seconds to capture back. 11 seconds to play e5, d5. 2 seconds. 1 second. It took me, from 8:38 to 8:19. What was it? 19 seconds. It took me 19 seconds to hang a bishop in one move. Absolutely incredible. And it took me another 13 to pull it back. Mind you, I'm rated. Take a look at here. I don't know. Let me make sure you can see this. Let me make sure you can see this. As you can see at the bottom, I am rated 1243. I am rated almost. During the game I was rated 1250, but I'm rated 1243 after the win. That should give hope to everybody here. You can make it. You can do it. So that is my worst win ever. My most undeserving win. Just the absolute biggest mess I've ever had or ever seen in a chess game. And I've been around 400. I've been 600, 700. I've been 800. But that 1200 game, oh my gosh, that is undeserving. I had a game where I sacrificed 2 pieces for 2 pawns unnecessarily. And that's still worse than that because of h5, h4, knight a6, f6, and c6. Absolutely disgusting moves, never castled, and I won by checkmating with a bishop that never even moved. With the queen helped a lot. If I had lost the queen at any given point, I probably would have resigned that game. But that's my brain on full tilt. Just angry, mad, white-knuckled, punching the wall. Just all my brain does is I just see red and I'm just like, forget everything, throw it all out the window, throw everything at my opponent, attack the king side. That's all I did. Again, as always, aim chess. Try for a month. Use code Hokie30, save 30%. Instagram is HokieJoe17 or HokieJoe_17. My Twitch is also HokieJoe17. Check it out. I'm trying to go live a little bit more, but I appreciate you all for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.